everything that has breath, praise the Lord. I tell you, if these were silent, the very rocks would cry out. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. He's my Lord of our Lord, King of our kings. I'm covered by the blood, and it's a beautiful thing. And I'm gonna praise His holy name. By any means, take away my voice. My voice, don't let the guitar. He's my Lord of our Lord, King of our kings. I'm covered by the blood, and it's a beautiful thing. And I'm gonna praise His holy name. By any means, take away my voice. My voice, don't let the guitar sing. Let the guitar sing. And if you take away my voice, my voice, don't let the guitar sing. And if you take away my voice, let the guitar sing. I'm alive, 'cause of the blood. I could have died, but I thank God for the blood. Nothing I lack, 'cause of the blood. I can't go back, 'cause I'm covered in the blood. He took my sins and washed them with His blood. My dirty limbs, He cleansed them with the blood. He set me free and made amends through His blood. Now I'm His friend, only 'cause the blood. He's my Lord of our Lord, King of our kings. I'm covered by the blood, and it's a beautiful thing. And I'm gonna praise His holy name. By any means, and if you take away my voice, don't let the guitar. He's my Lord of our Lord, King of our kings. I'm covered by the blood, and it's a beautiful thing. And I'm gonna praise His holy name. By any means, and if you take away my voice, I'm still gonna let the guitar sing. Let the guitar sing. And if you take away my voice, I'm still gonna let the guitar sing. And if you take away my voice, let the guitar sing. See, right about now is where praise turns into worship. Thank you. See, sometimes even when you don't know what to say, God will take over and let you pray to Him in His heavenly language. Hallelujah. See, this too deep for some of y'all, but to the rest of us, God, take us deeper. Take us higher. Send your fire. He's my Lord of our Lord, King of our kings. I'm covered by the blood, and it's a beautiful thing. And I'm gonna praise His holy name. By any means, and if you take away my voice, don't let the guitar. He's my Lord of our Lord, King of our kings. I'm covered by the blood, and it's a beautiful thing. And I'm gonna praise His holy name. By any means, and if you take away my voice, don't let the guitar sing. Let's sing.
You're listening to Royce Worldwide Podcast.
Can you feel the power?
What's
Can
up,
you
family?
feel the power? Can you feel the power? Feel the power. A double X.
Positive Power 21.org Internet Radio.
You're listening to Royce Worldwide Podcast.
All right, family, what's going on? What's up? It's me, Jerry Royce Live Worldwide on the Quad Storm with Paula G, the voice, right here. Special guest tonight is actor, model, gospel performing artist, you know, DENNARD is going to be here from Florida. We're going to have a good time tonight. Get an exclusive interview from him and Paula G. I hope you guys can tune in and share this file. We appreciate you guys. So let's get our praise and worship on. Divine Father, thank you for this existence. Thank you for this life. Thank you for this opportunity for the smallness become our bigness, and our bigness to enjoy our smallness. Thank you for the perception of our own shortcomings, the capacity to perceive shortcomings within ourselves, the capacity to see that all shortcomings are just an illusion. Just an illusion. Dear God, dear infinity that resides as my true identity within the subtle structure of our own hearts and beyond into infinity. Thank you, God, for this life. Thank you for both the smallness of my mind and the bigness of my being. Thank you for this time. Dear God, thank you for revealing yourself to be in which I truly am. Thank you, Father God, for the air we breathe, the water we drink, the land we walk, the cars we drive, and the homes we live in. We thank you for our neighbors. We thank you for our co-workers, our bosses, our managers. We thank you, Father. We thank you for this universe. Thank you for the stars, the moon. Thank you, Father. We appreciate you and we love you. Thank you for Positive Power, XXI Christian Media. Thank you for Pastor Gerald Irvin and First Lady C for allowing us to be on their podcast up in Detroit. We had a great time. And we hope you enjoyed that show, ladies and gentlemen. I saw you guys peeping in on us. All right, y'all, it's time for Paula G, the voice. And we waiting on our guest. He should be here shortly. All right. So right now we're going to talk to Paula G. Oh, I think Demo's here. Let's talk to Paula G real quick. What's up, Paula G? Well, how you feeling?
Hey.
Happy Friday.
How we doing?
I'm good. How
Happy
you?
Friday.
That's right. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. The weekend is here.
That's right.
But for those of us in radio, that doesn't mean a whole lot because we just keep grinding.
We grind. And you know, it's funny because, you know, I did a show today at 7:30 with Pastor Irvin, Joe Irvin. And it's weird because I just found out that I was going to be on the show today through my manager.
Oh, wow.
But I had them scheduled to
how'd
be.
That happen?
Well, you know, we promoting the movie. The movie's being promoted.
Yeah.
That's right. Next Man Up. Docuseries.
Yeah.
That's right. We're promoting that. Who I am.
So how'd you find out that you were today? You found out today that you were going to be on.
Well, me and my manager had like a discussion about, you know, doing some interviews, and she was able to get one. And so it was weird. I was hitting him up the other day because I thought he was another Gerald that lived in Baltimore. I was telling him about Blacked Out Live, and was he interested? And he said, yeah. But I didn't know it was Pastor Gerald up in Detroit. They got the same name. It was crazy.
Oh, wow.
Because then when he said, I got to check with my wife, I was like, when he be letting his wife tell him what to do? He'd be like, I'm on my way. So anyway, I was like kind of baffled. So then
how did it go?
It went great.
Well,
it went great because I called him, and that's when I found out he wasn't the same Gerald. There's a whole bunch of Geralds out there. I'm finding out. And and then she gave me the wrong time too, because I was like pulled up on the side of the road ready to talk. He said, "No, the show come on 7:30." I was like, "Oh, I can go get something to eat." So that was cool. So we had a good time. It was on Facebook Live, and I saw a lot of familiars jumping in the queue. So we appreciate everybody's support, and got a chance to chat a little bit. So we're excited. Wow. We're excited. I got one little small thing to do. You know, cause Patrice is a perfectionist. So I let her look at the movie.
What?
Patrice is a perfectionist. Well, she had made a recommendation, and I was going to let it fly. You know, I was like, it's my first film. It don't have to be perfect. But then when she said what she said, I said, yeah, she's right. Do my training.
First impression.
Yeah, you gotta, you gotta take care of what you can. Impression. Yeah, it was something I could fix, so I did fix it. But then when I looked at it, I said, you know what? They sound better than me. I need to redo my part. Because I used the external mic that was like 5 feet away from me. So I said, I'm going to go ahead and set it all up using my big camera. So I'm going to redo it. Plus, I think I was, I was tired. So you know how I get when I'm tired.
Yeah.
Y'all subject.
Oh, yeah. We know, off focus.
Yeah.
Off subject.
Yeah, but
can't spell stuff.
Glucose level was dropping, and I mean, it was a good interview. Everybody that saw it, that I showed it to, loved it. You know, they said it was great. But I just say, well, maybe I should just go straight to the point why I did it. You know, I mean, I think I was talking about podcasting and. I mean,
Okay, so we're starting to promote this movie, right?
Yes.
So you're gonna have more interviews, which means we're gonna have to stay focused, get to the point up front as to why you did the movie, and then you can talk about everything else later on. And you can get off focus.
Actually, when I do interviews, I do them entirely different. That was because I had the camera on and I was tired, and it wasn't like, because I usually don't talk that long when I talk about one particular question. I just go ahead and get it over with and stop. You know how some people
you get serious. You get serious when you get interviews.
That's right.
When you're on my show, you get serious.
Yeah, I was on your show. I
I'm like,
about that. And
I was like, oh, he's serious.
I know.
Serious.
But am I right?
And formal.
Don't I answer the question? Stop. Don't I? I don't.
Yeah, but I mean, you answer them like you wait for the host to ask you the question, then you answer the question, and then you wait for them to ask you a question. I'm like, come on, you in radio.
It's because you gotta remember when you're trying to promote yourself, you can't be on the radio talk like you're on the telephone. You know, it's like you want to give the audience like the answers that they
want to show them. You want to show them your good side. Is that what you're saying?
Plus, you gotta remember too. Most shows have like cutoff times and stuff. You know, I mean, I know you gave me the whole hour, so we had a lot of time to shoot the beat. But I did want to make sure that you got all the questions that you wanted out. You know, because we've been.
But you seem like you're nervous. That's what I'm trying to get at. You seem like you're nervous because you sound more formal.
No, I ain't nervous. I never get nervous. Batman don't get nervous. Batman ain't scared of nothing. Ain't scared. That's right. I ain't scared. I just want to, because, in case my wife is listening, she beat me up when I get up the steps. Honey, I think you split like 5 verbs and you said like 20 times. Okay. You're right. I did. I counted. I wrote them down.
But you know what? We all do that. We all do that because every week when my show's off, every week I sit here and I listen to it, which is why sometimes I might not hop on, your show until about 10:30 because I sit here and listen to it, and I listen for things like that. How many times that I say, because I have a bad habit of saying, and that's like a no in radio.
That's right.
Or I'll say awesome a lot, which I gotta get out of the habit of that. So. When you listen back, or if you have someone that is near and dear to you and listens, they're going to point those things out. They're just trying to look out for you.
That's right. But
she's just trying to look out.
Actually, I was just kidding around with that because I actually won a lot of Toastmaster contests, so she don't even worry about me no more. Yeah, I actually had competed in a lot of Toastmaster contests for 2 years. I never went to the regions. The big ones.
She don't worry about you no more anymore.
No, that's since she started.
She don't worry about you anymore. No more anymore.
She don't worry.
You just said Toastmaster.
She don't worry about me. She don't worry about me anymore.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster. Okay.
Well, anyway.
Go ahead. What were you saying?
I was going to say, I never went to the big regions. I usually just pop in and compete because I know when they have the meetings. So after she saw my certificates, that's a good organization. That is, I recommend that to anybody who's trying to get into communications. It works. Yes. Because you're really cognizant of what you're saying, because you have to keep on your subject, your topic too, how sometimes you start a topic and you go away. And sometimes it's okay if you got time, but if you got they don't give you a lot of time. I think it's like 3-minute speech, it gets longer as you advance into the program. Next thing you know, it's 10, 20, it gets harder. Harder because now you got to really know how to, work with the audience and know who you're dealing with. And then you got to watch different faces. You don't want them to throw you off. And there's a little technique behind that stuff. President Obama's really good at that. He's one of the best I've ever heard. Ever. I listen to a lot of people.
That's a great
on YouTube too. I mean, I listen to stuff that you don't even really hear about Martin Luther King. Like he had a lot of radio broadcasts on YouTube. I listen to a lot of his stuff. He's good too. He's like the best ever too. And I listen to some of the guys of other persuasions too. And it was a few that was really, really captivating. Their voice is very soothing. They know how to move you. All right.
Yeah, that's true.
You ready to talk to Demo? It's like caught up now.
I am ready.
Yeah, so go ahead. You're going to do your interview, and then if he want to hang around, we'll bring him into our. We're not gonna do like a top 10 countdown, but we're gonna go to our usual 1 o'clock time, right?
Okay, that'll work.
All right, let me bring Captain Demo on. What's up, Demo? DENNARD, welcome to Positive Power.
Hey, what it is, family? What's going on?
Hey, love, how are you?
My man.
I'm blessed. Like, let me tell you about God's timing. I just finished my show for Jazz Poetry Cafe tonight in Jacksonville. So I'm trying to rush my peoples to get cleaned up so I can get on the show on time. Boy, let me tell you.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, you know, that's
running, but I got it. I got it. I'm here.
That's a good, but you know what? That's a good problem to have.
That's right. He's good, man.
It
He's right
like
in
I
there.
said, I be telling Jared, like, you got to put in the work.
Right.
That is a good problem to have. Well, we're going to just let you catch your breath because, you know, I always say on my show, we're having a conversation and the rest of the world just happens to be listening to our conversation. So how are you today?
I am blessed. I just killed the stage tonight in Jacksonville. We had an amazing show tonight. Just the fact that they chose me to be a host.
Yeah.
I was just a regular guest.
So some of that.
I asked them, you know, as far as a singer, and I saw how the other hosts were hosting, and they weren't really. When you're a host, you're supposed to, you know, be a timekeeper of the show. You're supposed to, you know, showcase the other artists, and they were all about themselves, not about the other artists.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
That's right. I saw you too, man. Wasn't that on Facebook Live?
They heard my cries, and they made me the host, and I've been hosting my 5 times in a row.
Wow. Impressive.
I killed it on the stage tonight. I went live so y'all can see.
Yeah, I
For
saw
those who
that.
listening, just go to Demo DENNARD on my Facebook Live. We was all over there.
Yeah, I'm going to watch that tomorrow. I'm going to put that on my wire.
So you were hosting?
Yeah, I was hosting.
Yeah, but I'm saying you were hosting.
Like, when you're a host, you got to make sure everything is cleaned up at the end and everybody done their job and stuff like that. So that's what it is.
Right.
So you was working.
But I like what you said. Like you were watching the other hosts. You were watching the other hosts.
Yeah, I was watching
to see what they what to do or what not to do.
Not to do, right?
What not to do. That's right. Good for you, man. All right, Demo. This the deal, man. I'm gonna we're gonna just take a quick little 3-minute break. We're gonna play one of Paula's pieces and get your composure. You know, get comfortable and everything.
Yeah,
get yourself.
Make sure you got some water by your side. So we're gonna listen to this piece by Paula G.
I'm like, take a deep breath. Trying to give me some snacks.
Yeah, I gotta run up and get me some water too. I'll be right back too. All right, so everybody stand by and listen to the Quiet Storm of Paula G, the voice, and Jerry was Live Worldwide. Our guest is Demo DENNARD, and this piece right here is by Paula G, the voice.
Hey family, this is Paula G Voice with the Quiet Storm Devotion. You are in a season of your life, and it's a place that you've never been before. It's a place that requires a leap of faith. And as you take this leap of faith into this uncharted territory that has been placed before you, you realize that you are on the threshold of discovery. Like Christopher Columbus, you have arrived on the shores of a new world, and for you, it is called your destiny, your purpose. How do you know this to be true? How do you know that you have arrived on the shores of your destiny, your purpose? Well, God has confirmed it simply by opening the door. He has confirmed it by allowing you to wash upon the shores of this place in your life. I bet you never could have imagined that you could do what it is He has called you to do. But you know what they say. With Him, all things are possible, and indeed they are. But I know sometimes the doubt may set in and you ask yourself, is this a leap of faith or a leap of foolishness? Who? Me? Can I do this? What if I fail? What if no one believes in me? But you want so much to be set free, free from the bondage that holds you back from doing what you are called to do, free from the day-to-day monotony, from procrastination. My beloved, God has placed so much inside of you that sometimes your spirit feels trapped in expectation of others, trapped in a Lifetime movie where the rewind button is stuck and there is no way for you to move forward. And as each day plays like the day before, you see everyone else's world moving forward into new chapters, new visions and new dreams, all being fulfilled. Now, this may be your season to shine. It may be your season to make changes. It may be your season to rest. It may be your season to step into your purpose, your destiny. It may be your season to learn what you need to learn in order to step into your purpose. This may be your season of greatness, or it may be your season to just be patient. It may be your season to discover yourself, a season to step back, evaluate, and make changes. You may not know how to make the changes you want to make, or you may be satisfied where you are. But somehow you need to be set free. Free from the bondages that are holding you back from doing what it is you desire to do and what you are called to do. Whatever that bondage is, break it. You have to take a leap. Whether it is a leap of faith or a leap of foolishness, either way, my beloved, you must leap. Be encouraged.
That's right. Yeah. Pray to him. You gotta put in the work too. That's right. You just can't pray and he just give it to you. No, he ain't gonna give it to you. You gotta put in the work. He gonna put in the work. We gonna put in the work. And we put it together, and it's called teamwork. Now everybody knows that nothing comes easy when you gotta go inside. You might have a chance, but you gotta have faith if you want the right things in life. If you want that, everybody wants that easy road. Nobody wanna put in the work. Then you point your fingers at God 'cause it didn't work. Now you got your feelings hurt. Why? Because you did not pray. Why? Because you didn't have faith. Why? Your heart was not in the right place. Why? Or maybe you was in a dark place. But this is not the time to be down. So you better stand up. You better turn that frown upside down. And you better man up. You gotta put in the work. He gon' put in the work. We gon' put in the work. And we put it together, and it's called teamwork. See, everyone in life has had to go and face their fears. And if there is a lack of prayer, then soon follow the tears. So never give up hope, because there is nothing to fear. Just put in the work and you will see it all so clear. Oh, so clear. Wait a minute, you got to focus on you. Oh, so clear. And when you plant that seed, that's when he'll come through. Oh, so clear. There is no I in you, so you better team up. Oh, so clear. I got the perfect partner for you. Just look up. You gotta put in the work. He gon' put in the work. We gon' put in the work. And we put it together, and it's called teamwork. W means you're willing to fight for it all. O means outlasting every downfall. R means resurrection, God all up in this place. K means you kick the devil right in his face, and I'm like, work, praise, work, come on and work, praise, work, come on and work, praise, work, come on and work, praise, work, praise, work. You gotta put in the work. You gotta put in the work. He gon' put in the work. He gon' put in the work. We gon' put in the work. You gotta put in the work together, and it's called teamwork. Here we go now.
You are listening to Jerry Royce Live Worldwide Podcast.
All right, family. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate you guys staying up late with us right here on the Quiet Storm with Paula G, the voice, and Jerry Royce Live Worldwide. Our special guest is DENNARD. You heard him just a few days ago on Late Night with Jerry Royce Live. And tomorrow night, if you get up early enough, starting at 9 o'clock, you got Pastor Jack and Sam Brown. That's right, at the breakfast table with Pastor Jacks. They're going to be mixing religion with politics, so come on out and join us. They keep you up to date what's going on Capitol Hill and the White House. Also, then at 10 o'clock, you got Dr. Paul Kelly with Next Man Up. We're going to have DENNARD, Neva Voigt, and also Pastor Gerald Irvin going to be joining us at the panel. That's right, at the table. So come on out and join us. Next Man Up, ladies. Have your teens, your young men, join in. We talk about some real deep conversation about grooming our men and how to protect our children from the wrong crowd. So come on out and join us tomorrow night at 10 o'clock. All right, everybody. We're going to go ahead and let Paula G go ahead and do her thing. She's talking to DENNARD, and let me open up the mics. All right, enjoy the interview.
Yes.
Yes.
Jerry, tomorrow night at 10 or tomorrow morning?
I mean tomorrow morning. Did I say tomorrow night?
Yeah.
I'm so used to late night.
Yes, twice.
Tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock.
Is it tomorrow morning? Tomorrow night.
That's right. Tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Tomorrow morning.
10 a.m.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Tomorrow morning. All right. Demo.
Yes.
My first question, love, is where did you get that red jacket?
Oh, you saw it?
I saw it. You
I was trying to look fly tonight. I was trying to.
Hey, you succeeded. The jacket, the bow tie, everything. You succeeded. Love it.
Luckily enough, I had a good friend of mine who she does styling, and I told her that I needed a red and black jacket, and so she went ahead and found it, and it sent me a picture, and I was like, yes,
it's working for you.
Yeah. So I was blessed. Yeah, I was blessed with a person who got some style, and I wanted to look really wanted to look different, but like good, you know?
Yeah. Well, you accomplished both, and isn't it good to have good people like that on your team? Good people that can make you look good. Make you look gooder, even gooder. Even gooder.
Gooder. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So people how people say, those that are in the entertainment industry sometimes are known as a triple threat. They've got 3 gifts, but you, my brother, have 4: actor, model, gospel recording artist, and also MC. So you've got gifts all over the place that you are using. So tell us about Demo the actor.
Demo the actor, actually, it bloomed from Demo the music artist. I did one song called Miracle, give you the short version, and the director liked the song so much, he wanted me to sing the song in his movie. But when he started to get to know me, he noticed how much high energy I had and how funny I was. And so he was like, man, I got this part. I would like for you to play it. At the time, I was like, well, I'm not an actor, so, He just said, but you act that way naturally, so it should be easy. So I'm like, all right. I tried for it, and then I got it. And then a week later, he called me. He's like, listen, I gave the part to somebody else. And I was like, all right. And I was like, are you still going to use my song? And he was like, yes. And he said, you're not upset? I was like, no. So he loved the fact. He loved the fact that I wasn't upset. And he laughed, and he goes, that's why I'm about to make a great decision. And I was like, what's that? He said, I kind of want you to do something. And I was like, what? He said, are you sitting down? I said, yes. He said, I want you to star in it. And I said, what?
Oh, my gosh.
And he was like, when your names come up first. And I was like, oh, snap. And I said, well, I'm not an actor. He was like, some people have a natural-born talent. So he gave me a week to learn my lines. I went in front of him and the producers and whatnot, and I killed it. And so I just started my first movie called Devil Enough is Enough. It comes out next year. And it's just been a blessing. Ever since I did that, Telemundo, the Spanish station, been booking me for other. too. So it's just been a snowball effect. So when I tell you, when God opens doors, He opens doors.
And you know what's so interesting is you know, when you get on this journey, recording artists, and in your mind you must have been thinking, you know, I've got this gift, and you know, I want to be a gospel recording artist. And on that journey, like you said, opening the doors. On that journey, you discover these other gifts that you can use on the journey as well. You know, and you kind of continue that journey. So where'd the model part come in?
Same situation,
because you're looking good in that jacket now. I'm telling you, looking good in that jacket.
Hey, you know, the hard part is, I'm a foodie, and I'm trying to, you know, with the model, you got to watch what you eat. But I got a kryptonite of rice. I love rice. Like if there's rice, especially like pot roast with the rice, or like you know, Chinese food, Benihana's, like I'm gonna crumble, man. So that's the. Yeah, I love rice. That is my kryptonite. I can't. Oh, and Cuban food. Oh my God. So yeah. Anyways, but with the modeling, I did a regular picture just like that, and someone saw it, and it was like, hey, you a model? And I was like, nope, not a model. I just I just took a picture, and that was it. And it was like, hey, we would like for you to model, and I was like, all right. I did not know, and shout out to all the models. Modeling is not easy at all.
No, sir.
It was just like you just stand and take pictures. No. I did a modeling shoot where I'm at a gym, and I was in the middle of doing a crunch, and I literally had to hold my stomach, hold it for like 45 seconds while this photographer, he's like, don't move, don't breathe, split your stomach. And I'm dying. Like I'm literally running out. At modeling, I was like, you know what? I take my hat off to models. I would never downplay y'all again. Lord.
It is no joke. Years ago. Yes, I modeled, and I remember an agent saying that what you see on the runway or what you see, the picture itself in the magazine, is only 10% of it. The other 90% is work. Is like you said, is what people don't see. It's hard work. And then, you know, sometimes you're out there, it could be 0 degrees, you know, and you out there in a summer outfit and you got to look like you're not freezing, you know, holding that pose, just like you said, you know, as far as you talk about holding that pose for the crunch. So, yeah, I got you. So tell us a little bit about your music. Tell us about your music.
Well, my music, my style is, when I first got into this, and I know you don't know my testimony yet, but when God told me to do the music, He did not want me to rap. I'm from Detroit, so, you know, rapping was a hobby. I never pursued any music, you know, I just did it as a hobby every once in a while as an outlet. But when I lost my hearing, and God really wanted me to do music, He did not want me to rap. He was very specific. And I was like, man, but that's all I do. And He said, no, you have all these gifts you are not using. And I didn't believe, I'm just being honest. I didn't believe what God was saying. I'm just going to be honest. So God will sometimes send a physical form being to let you know physically what you should do. So the director who put me in his movie, we became good friends. And he started saying he started to know who I was. And he said, I want to talk to you. And I was like, okay. He said, I want to tell you something, but you're going to get offended. And I was like, no, I'm not, man. I got thick skin, and nothing offends me. He said, okay. He says this, Demo, you're selfish. And I immediately got offended. I was like, what? How am I selfish? I'm so giving, you know, whatever. He's like, no, God gives people gifts. And then there's very few that gets multiple gifts. And he was like, dude, you have all these gifts and you're not using them. Those gifts are to inspire people to help save lives, save souls. And you're not doing what God is telling you. So you're selfish. And when he told me that, I had to stand in the mirror and go, oh, my God, I am. Wow. And so that's when I turned on the juice, and I started trying to use every piece of gift that he's given me to my full potential.
Did you know you had all of those gifts?
No, I didn't. Okay. As I started one gift, another door opened for something else. And I'm like, I can't do that. And I would do it, and I would be able to do it pretty good. Right. And then I got better at it. So when it came to the music, God was like, don't rap. So he said, do the music you love the most. And the music I love the most is like neo soul jazz. That's what I love the most. So he said, once you do a soulful sound. So I figure I would take the soulful sound as far as grabbing the well-seasoned and the people who really love musical instruments. And then I can go all the way to the hip-hop. And so I'm that bridge where I can go way left and then I can go way right. And I can bring them together. And so lately I've been doing a thing I call it jacking for Jesus. You know, it's dope. So what I do is I'll take a old school legendary beat, find a producer to flip it into, you know, something, you know, newer as of today, and then put my gospel, you know, flair, me singing or rapping on top of it, or me scratching. And that's it.
And that right there is a gift. Being able to bridge those two and have those two gel and mesh together, because then that expands your listening audience, you know, as well as those that you're ministering to. It expands, you know, those that you're ministering to. So, you know, you nailed it. It's so important to listen to, and I always say God's still small voice, because sometimes we don't hear it. You know, we got all these distractions and all this stuff going on. To really hear His still small voice, and you are a testimony to listening to that voice and saying, okay, God, use me. And as He's using you, just opening these doors and showing you all these different things that you can do. And I think it's kind of interesting how when you see that you have this gift, because each time when you said, oh, okay, well, I didn't know, I'm not an actor, or I'm not a model. And then the next thing you know, what are you doing? You're acting. You're modeling. You know, so it's a beautiful thing to hear how those things are unfolding in you, how they are unfolding. How does it feel to you? I know we all have a different feeling, but how does it feel to you when you see all of these gifts unfolding and you're discovering that these gifts that you have? And then you take that creativity that God has placed in you to help manifest those gifts, and then you see the reaction of how you bless people. How does that feel? Can you describe that feeling?
Yeah, honestly, I did a Facebook Live, and I'm going to be honest. I cry. I cry a lot.
Yeah.
Cry from tears of joy, because I can't believe what God is doing. I'm as I'm walking in it. It's an amazing feeling. What He's got me doing. And I just cry. I cry tears of joy. I can't believe it. And I'm happy on this journey in regards to what God has been doing. And I had my grandmother tell me something that made me cry, because of I suffer from, you know, me being 95% deaf, and I also suffer from a disease called vertigo because of the carjacking that I got. My grandmother, she, God bless her soul, she's 90 years old. Hi, Grandma. She told me, she sat down and she said, son, you're a superhero. And I instantly started tearing up. And I was like, no, Grandma, I'm just regular old Devon. You know, she was like, no, sweetheart, there's a lot of people who don't have a disability, and they look for handouts, and they look for excuses, and you're doing the total opposite. So you're a superhero. You're giving inspiration to others. And I didn't see it like that. I didn't look at it like that. And my grandmother's like, see, that's why people like you, because you're so humble. Like right now, me on this radio show.
Yes.
I'm so grateful. You know, I'm so happy that there's not too many people that can really live their life trying to pursue their dream. And it's unbelievable. I'll be honest with you. And anybody who's listening to you, I say this all the time. I said it on Jay's show. I'm walking in my fearlessness. That's what I'm doing. And I need everybody else who's listening to this. You need to walk in your fearlessness, because everybody's got a gift. I just don't have a gift. You have a gift too. Everybody's gift is different. You got to find what that gift is. But I'm walking in my fearlessness, and that's what it is.
And you know, mentioned a little while ago that you suffer from vertigo, and I know from personal experience, because I suffer from it as well, what that is like, and that just adds even that much more to your testimony, because anyone that does not suffer from vertigo, the best way, and Demo, you can kind of share your description. The best way I can describe it is like you're on one of those spinning rides.
Oh my God!
And you know at the park, okay, I'm dizzy and I'm feeling sick on my stomach, but I noticed we're going to stop in a couple of minutes. Imagine being on that thing for 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, non-stop. That's the best way I can describe it.
Yeah, the thing for me, it is that. Mm-hmm. It is that. It is the worst thing, because vertigo to me is kind of like an earthquake.
Yeah,
it comes unexpectedly.
That's right.
Never see it coming.
Never know the trigger.
Yeah, you never know the trigger. It usually comes from stress. Mainly comes from stress, lack of eating, bad diet,
dehydration. Dehydration.
For me, because of my hearing impairment, that's why mine triggers so much, because of my equilibrium. So I got to deal with that on top of the hearing loss. And I was telling Jay, like, every night I have to relive a horrible night when I lost my hearing, because I can't sleep with my hearing aid in my ear. I can't bathe with it. I can't go swimming with it. So it's just moments where I have to relive that moment. But I know why God makes me relive that moment, because he wants me to stay humble. I've seen stories with other artists, they get big time and they forget where they came from.
Right.
With me going through what I'm going through, I can never, ever forget. I'm constantly reminded every night before I go to sleep.
Wow. But praise God, you wake up every morning, you get up every morning, and you do what it is that he has placed in you to do to bless his people. So amen to that. Amen to that. Jerry, do we have another song?
Yes, we do. You ready?
All right. We're ready.
All right.
Oh, what we about to play?
All right, name one, man, because I got so many songs in here right now that's
Okay, well, we got to hit him with Bible Next to Mine. Now, hopefully you'll hit him with No Better Love.
Okay. We could do Bible Next to Mine. I got that one queued up. Ready? Here we go.
Okay.
Because, I like the album.
All right, let's roll.
Let's get to the ad-libbing stuff.
I do that, do that, da da do da day. A sweet
Oh my God, that's like so smooth, like scat or something like that. Maybe talking in tongues, you know what I mean?
You walk right in the church. You got on a dress that I like, looking like you're coming from work, and your shoe game is looking so nice. I wish that you could sit right next to me. Maybe we can read a scripture from 1 through 3. 1, 2. Now wait a minute, is the usher walking over here right next to me? Then he pointed my direction, said, go ahead and take a seat. I think I feel that God just went and blessed me, but I gotta keep my cool, cause she put a Bible next to mine. She put a Bible next to mine. Father God, I hope my timing's right. Every good man needs a Christian wife, Christian wife, Christian wife. See, God has a way to positioning things right for you, and sometimes you can't see it until it comes right to you, from you. And that's just how he works, no questions asked. Roman 8:28, Roman 8:28, please keep the faith. You're going to have to believe, cause God got something smooth right up his sleeve, and that's God's purpose, believed it's worth it, and she's worth it. Nobody's perfect. Put a Bible next to mine. She put a Bible next to mine. Father God, I hope my timing's right. Every good man needs a Christian wife, Christian wife, Christian wife. I da da do, da da do, and why, da 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 da. She put a Bible next to mine. Father God, I hope my timing's right. Every good man needs a Christian wife, Christian wife, Christian wife. Put a Bible next to mine. She put a Bible next to mine. Father God, I hope my timing's right. Every good man needs a Christian wife, Christian wife, Christian wife. See, God has a way to positioning things right for you. See, God has a way to positioning things right for you.
Hey, thanks for tuning in. You live at the breakfast table with Pastor Jack. We got a hot show for you today, man. Don't miss it. Call your friends, call your homies, tell them tune in.
Hey, sweetheart. I know you get depressed a lot. Don't get discouraged about the naysayers. Do what you do best. Let God move through you. Remember whose team you are. Have faith. Be encouraged. Love you. Mom.
I got no shame in explaining how I really feel. A lot of people think my testimony isn't real because I'm practically deaf, but I got God's shield. I can't help the fact the man gave me mad skills. Say he was crucified, even talked about. I'm getting the same thing, but I just tune it out. Hearing aid failing, but I still walk. And when I take my hearing aid out, we still talk. He said, son, be fearless and be true to you. But be ready, cause Satan really got his eyes on you. So I pray about it. And this is what I have to say about it. To Satan's face. Get ready for that dog fight. You try to take my life, I'm still standing here. You, I shall not fear. God gave me them superpowers. I'm too tall, twin towers. You tried to sneak behind my back, man. You a coward. You can try to deceive me, but he'll never leave me. I know you need me. Been trying to recruit me, but I'm on that God squad. God first, pray hard. My defense is the Bible. I call it the Holy God. Face you one-on-one. I am one of God's sons. I don't need no weapons, no knives, and no guns. Fight you with my hands. Face you with God's plan. I will be the only one that will still stand. Let's go.
Don't try to push on me, and I'ma push you right back. See, I'm no longer scared. I love where my faith is at. I'm stronger than I've ever been. I know you really don't like that. I put all my faith in the word. I'm ready for all your attacks. I'm ready for all your attacks. Ready for all your attacks. Try to hide your nature. No other God could ever education. There'll never be a better. The world's against you, the world's against you, the world's against you, the world's against you.
The devil wants my soul, but my faith don't swoon. Faith don't swoon. Faith don't swoon. The devil wants my soul, but my faith don't swoon. Faith don't swoon. Faith don't swoon. The devil wants my soul, but my faith don't swoon. Faith don't swoon. Faith don't swoon. The devil wants my soul, but my faith don't swoon. Faith don't swoon. Faith don't swoon.
You can try to push on me, and I'ma push you right back.
I'ma push it back.
See, I'm no longer scared. I love where my faith is at. I'm stronger than I've ever been.
Yes, sir.
I know you really don't like that.
You don't like it, do you?
I put all my faith in the word. I'm ready for all your attacks. You can try to push on me, and I'ma push you right back.
I'ma push it back.
See, I'm no longer scared. I know where my faith is at. I'm stronger than I've ever been.
Yes, sir.
I know you really don't like that.
You don't like it, do you?
I put all my faith in the word. I'm ready for all your attacks.
Can you feel the power? Can you feel the power? Feel the power of double XL.
Positive Power 21.org. Internet radio.
You are listening to Jerry Royce Live Worldwide Podcast. You are listening to Jerry Royce Live Worldwide Podcast.
All right, just heard Bible Next to Mine and No Better Love by DENNARD. Check them out on Amazon.com. All right, you back, Paula G.
I am back.
Amen.
And I have a confession to make, Demo.
What's your confession? I like confession.
You said earlier you were from Detroit, and I wasn't gonna go there. But when I heard that beat on Bible Next to Mine, I almost got up. I was about to break out. I was about to start stepping.
That's what I want. That is exactly what I want.
I was about to start stepping. I ain't gonna lie. I was about to. I'm like, ooh, wait a minute. Man, you could slip that into a stepper set.
See, that's what I'm trying to get. I'm trying to get people to move. See,
yes, I can hear that flavor.
I'm trying to get people to get up and move. That's
yes.
I want people to move. So I want people to move to my stuff. I don't. Don't get me wrong. I mean, the slow ballad is good, but yeah, sometimes sometimes people don't want to listen to nothing sad. They need to get something that's gonna make them groove and forget about the storm.
Exactly. Exactly, and that's a beautiful, beautiful piece. Both the pieces are beautiful pieces. Share with us your testimony.
My testimony is this: I was born hearing impaired as a child. Listen, your ears is a 10 and a 10, perfect hearing. I couldn't hear at all when I was born. Like, it was really bad. It was like maybe a 3 and a 2. And then they had like so many surgeries, it got to a 6 and a 4. But the cold weather in Detroit was not helping my healing process. So my mom had to move me down to warmer climate. So she moved me down to Miami for the healing process, and I had one more surgery. And then all my life, my hearing was a 6 and a 4. So I had a hard time trying to learn sign language. It was just something that just wouldn't click. But I can lip read. For some reason, I can lip read really well. So I just composed the lip reading with, what I thought I heard with my ears at the time. Then 4 years ago, on Halloween night, I got carjacked. And I was coming from a wedding, and the guy beat me up. He pistol whipped me, beat me up really bad, to where it was a whole bunch of head gashes all over my head, and he broke the cartilage in my eardrums. And I had a 2-year growing ear infection that I didn't even know I had. because it was like no pain. But my ears started growing over all the broken cartilage, and it damaged both of my eardrums. And so one night, I just had this outrageous, excruciating pain in both of my ears, to where like I wanted to cut my arms off. Like that's how much pain it was. You know, guys, we don't like going to the hospital, so I took I think I took like 8 ibuprofen. It was something outrageous, like outrageous. And I overslept. I overslept my job by 3 hours, and I was like, oh man, I'm late. But I was so concerned about me being late. My job was literally around the corner from the house that I had. And so I went ahead and just like raced to work. Was not paying attention to sound. I was so cautious of, oh my God, I'm probably going to get fired because I did a no-call, no-show. When I walked into my office, I did commercial training. So for like new hires, so for like American Express, Chase Bank, any of those large companies that hired a group of people, I taught them how to do their job. So as I'm walking into my class, I noticed my class is completely mute, like they're quiet. And I'm looking at them, and as I touch my keyboard, right when I was touching my keyboard, my boss was grabbing my shoulder, and he was talking, and I couldn't hear anything he said. And that's when I started putting my hand on the table, and that's when I realized when I said something, because I didn't say anything from the house to my office until I finally said something, and all I felt was the vibration in my throat and my chest. And that's when I knew I lost my hearing completely, and I just went straight Niagara Falls, cried like a baby. I'll be honest, I was angry with God. I was really angry because I'm like, I don't bother anybody. If anybody, I try to make people feel good. Why are you doing this to me? And I used to hate that saying. Everything happened for a reason. I used to hate it. But now I know the reason why, because God was like, listen, man, I was trying to get your attention all your life, but you kept walking in your flesh. You wasn't listening to me. So I had to shut your ears off on purpose so you would talk to me. And I literally had to talk to God for months, just me and God. No music, no TV, no human conversation. It was literally me and God having a conversation. And I was telling him how angry I was. And he said, you can be angry, but I'm trying to delete some bad things out of your life, because where I'm getting ready to take you, these people can't go. They can't go on this journey. So I got to remove them. So when I lost my hearing and I lost all the supposed money that I had, my fiance left, supposed friends that I thought were my closest friends, they all disappeared, and I found myself by myself. And I couldn't understand why. And God was like, now I'm showing you who's really going to be in your corner. Those who stuck with you through that storm, they can come along to the journey with you. But everybody else that bailed on you, leave them where they are.
It's like he was pulling the weeds from the field of wheat.
Yes.
So you could grow. So you could grow. You could grow. So you could grow. Where do you see this journey taking you in the next few years?
You know what? That's a really awesome question. I don't know. And, right now with my spirit, like, maybe the money is not there like how I had it before, but there's a difference now. When I had the money and I made good money, I don't have any kids, I traveled a lot.
Right.
I just wasn't happy. It was something missing. I couldn't figure out what it was. If I can buy friends or, spoil a girl that was dating, I still wasn't happy. I couldn't figure it out. Now that I am doing this, and I got the best job in the world. I know everybody says they got a best, but I got the best job in the world.
You got it.
And acting and modeling, but my boss is God. I got the best boss in the world. And me and where he's taken me, my spirit, I'm the richest man on earth. Can't nobody crush. Like right now, I feel like in my bank account, I got $38 billion. Because you start appreciating the small things when you lose one of your senses. And I tell people all the time, you downplay, it's a blessing that you get every day, it's a miracle that you get every day. All those senses, to be able to hear, taste, feel, and touch. Right. Those are blessings that God has given you. And a lot of us downplay those gifts. And you realize how you need them until you lose one. And so now when I hold conversations like this, like I got my phone like literally laying on top of my hearing aid so I can hear what y'all saying. Like I have to do that. But I'm grateful for it, and I'm not ashamed, and I'm walking in my fearlessness, and I'm happy because God has made the impossible possible. Like I can write music, and I can write a song in like 30 minutes. And that's all God. That's all God. That's not me.
But it comes out of the conversation that you had with God. You know, that because you mentioned earlier, you were mad at God at first, and you were having this, this conversation, why me, and he showed you why. And I have this saying that I say on my show: the greatest conversation that we will ever have is the one that takes place in between our ears, because it determines our destiny. What we speak to ourselves, and is God a part of that conversation, and are we listening to his still small voice? So as I'm listening to you share, this conversation that you had when you were in that still, quiet place where you had no choice, you were in that still, quiet space, and you heard God speaking to you and telling you, this is why, and this is what I want you to do with what I have given you. That in itself speaks volumes, and I hope I know it ministers and it speaks to someone out there who may have a challenge before them. And that challenge, they may think or perceive that challenge is hindering them from doing what it is that God has called them to do. But by hearing your testimony, prayerfully, it has encouraged them, to really have no excuses. To really have no excuses.
And that's my whole point. If a 95 hearing impaired, person who has the disease of vertigo, if I can do all these things that you've seen me do or hear me do, then that means no one should have any excuses. We like to point the finger and blame someone else, but the power is in you. It's always been in. All you have to do is first off, find out what your gift is. Once you find that out, then that's when you have that great conversation with God. Everybody's journey is different. Stop worrying about what everybody else is doing. You have to
say that again. Say that again. Say that again. Say that again.
Stop worrying about what everybody else is doing. That's the problem.
Yes.
I don't worry about what everybody else is doing. I get bashed all the time because of all the silly stuff that I put, out on social media. But I don't know where in the Bible it says you cannot have fun on the journey. And my power thing is the power of laughter. I want to laugh and I want to smile. I've cried enough. I'm done with the crying. If I'm going to cry, it's going to be tears of joy. That's the only reason I'm going to cry. But I want to put out energy. That's why I talk the way I talk. That's why I have the energy the way that I do, because I want to infect my energy to the world. I want everybody to have this, because I know someone that's listening to this, I'm uplifting their spirits right now because they probably had a rough day. But then they hear this, and they hear this great conversation. They're like, man, this dude's energy is crazy, it's off the map. But that's how I am. That's how I'm built. And I used to get people like, man of God, you're not supposed to act like that. I'm like, really? Well, guess what? Wow. You weren't on the phone call when me and God were talking. This is my word. This is my word.
Yeah.
You weren't on the phone when me and God was talking. The conversation was between me and God. This is my journey. I can't tell you how to do your walk. So how are you going to tell me how to do mine?
Exactly. Wow. That is huge. Is there anything that you have not done yet that you would like to do, or you're looking forward to doing, or you are preparing to do?
There's a couple of things. I would love to get the opportunity to minister overseas somewhere. I'm dying to do that. I also want to get opportunity for schools. I love kids. And the way the world is going, these kids need some inspirational people that can connect with you. And so if anybody is listening, if you got a high school, a college, an elementary school, and you need somebody to come talk to them, a minister with music, give them something funny that, hit me up, please. I love, because I'm not to go off track, but there's some horrific stuff going on in the world. And a person tagged me because I'm a public figure, and she got tagged with a horrific video of a grown man making a 7-year-old girl do some sexual crap to him. And when I tell you it ticked me off, like I rarely ever get angry. I rarely ever get angry. But like the thought of if I had a child, or if it was my niece or a cousin, a young cousin of mine, and that happened to them, I would literally lose all my Christianity. Like, I'm just going to be honest with you. And I know a lot of parents would if they found out that their child. Those situations actually happen to people you trust. It's usually in a family. It's usually an uncle or an older cousin or your stepbrother, something like that, which is very, very sad. And so a lot of these kids, they going through a lot at home. And sometimes when they're acting out at school, it's because it's some stuff at home that ain't going right. So you need to have somebody come into those schools and talk to these kids. And that's what I really want to do.
Wow. Is it on your journey so far, and some people can answer this question or will answer this question differently, is there anything that you can look back and say you wish you had done differently?
Not one thing. I wouldn't, because I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be on this radio show. If I would have did one thing differently, I would not be on this show.
Good point.
And I had to learn that. Sometimes with life, you have to take that bad with the good, because that bad is failure. I talk about this all the time. Failure is good for you. It is how you become successful. Yes, failure. So I adapted and I accept my failure, because my failures have gotten me on this radio show. My failures have gotten me to sing the way I sing, to rap the way I rap, and get on, TV. All of my failures. So I say this to everybody: fail big. When you fail, you get right back up.
Right.
You get right back up.
Wow. That's huge. Jerry, do we have any more music, or do we want to continue our conversation?
Yeah, well, we can go rock 2 in a row, and then you guys can finish up.
Okay.
Because we got to get Demo up early tomorrow so he can do Next Man Up. Because Dr. Paul.
Man in the morning.
Dr. Paul, he be bringing it, brother.
Yeah,
man, you're going to love it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man time.
Man time. All right, here we go. This one is called The Miracle Mix. Here we go.
All right.
We all have those moments when we doubt ourselves, and those storms arise. And that's the moment when you know you need a miracle.
It's gonna take a miracle. Do you believe in miracles? See, he's a walking miracle. Stress after stress after stress, and you wouldn't even get out of bed. Feeling that your life is depressed, and everything that's going through your head. See, you are not alone. There's a lot of people like you, feeling that you're on your own. But let me tell you that somebody's with you. See, he has been there with you from day one. And all them times you figure you was done. See, he was right there ordering your steps. And he's gonna fight for you till his last breath. It's gonna take a miracle. Do you believe believing.
Miracle.
Say he's a walking
Miracle.
Everybody needs a
Miracle.
It's gonna take a
Miracle.
Do you believe in
Miracle.
Say he's a walking
Miracle.
Everybody needs a
hero.
Everybody needs someone they can turn to. Get down on your knees. You know who to pray to. The storm will always come, but the sun is right behind you. So when you're feeling you are lost, don't worry, he will find you.
See, he's a reason for the life you have, the life you have. And he wants you to have faith and hope, so you'll stand. So you'll stand with me. And if you believe, then he will make that path. Because he's the one. Everybody looking for the hero. So bad, it's gonna take a miracle. Do you believe in miracles? Say he's a walking miracle. Everybody needs a miracle. It's gonna take a miracle. Do you believe in miracles? Say he's a walking miracle. Everybody needs a hero.
You are listening to Jerry Royce Live Worldwide Podcast.
Yeah, the devil trying to seek me out.
Another level.
Yeah, that's what he said.
I've been waiting for a long time, waiting for your arrival. I infected both of your eardrums, cause you know I'm kinda spiteful. I got the memo from God that you was coming and you was some special.
I'm gonna be the light virus that you any way I can do.
Pardon me, that's the other side of me. I'ma give you everything you want and everything you can possibly need. Don't you want this money? Don't you want these drugs? Don't you want these honeys? You don't need God's love. No, I got this out of me. Walking with me, faith on me. Hey, you know that you ain't got me. Like Apollo Creed.
But you be safe in your arms. When no one can do me no harm. You never look back, got me in check. My God is my bodyguard.
No, I got this out of me. Walking with me, faith on me. He knows everything I do. Like Apollo Creed.
But you be safe in your arms. When no one can do me no harm. You never look back, got me in check. My God is my bodyguard.
Yeah, I gotta be real with it. Trying to figure out how to put my skills in it. Walking through life like I got all the answers with my eyes closed, but they still black tinted. Trying to figure out who's who. Trying to figure what to do. Trying to figure out what side I'm supposed to sign up and join who's screwed. The one said I'd be in the limelight. The other said I'd be able to walk. Okay, then I'm sitting here thinking to myself, what should I choose? The limelight. And then someone told me to think right.
So what comes along with the limelight? What comes along with the things that I ain't set for you in this timeline?
No, I got this out of me. Walking with me, faith on me. He knows everything got me. Like Apollo Creed.
But you be safe in your arms. When no one can do me no harm. You never look back, got me in check. My God is my bodyguard.
No, I got this out of me. Walking with me, faith on me. He knows everything got me. Like Apollo Creed.
But you be safe in your arms. When no one can do me no harm. You never look back, got me in check. My God is my bodyguard.
God, why the devil so persistent?
He's jealous for your attention.
But I really don't pay him no attention.
Yes, you do, you don't even listen.
Was that your voice that was in my head?
It's every night when you go to bed.
I thought you were MIA.
No, I was there from the first day.
So why do I gotta go through
all this mess.
To see if you could pass the test, you need to grow and just confess. Without your life would be a mess.
Okay, God, now I see your point. You was there to give me your point. You know that he's never gonna stop the attack.
That's why I'ma have your back.
Walking with me faithfully. You know that you think I need like Apollo Creed.
Look at me safe in your arms. Well, no one can do me no harm. You never look back, kept me in check. My God is my bodyguard.
No one got inside of me. Walking with me faithfully. He knows everything I need like Apollo Creed.
But keeping me safe in your arms. Well, no one can do me no harm. You never look back, kept me in check. My God is my bodyguard.
All right, you just heard my Bodyguard and Miracle Mix, and that's all by DENNARD. You can check out our page to find his music on Amazon.com. That's right. Go ahead and hit a brother up. Help him out. 99 cents each. I believe they were 99 cents. So check him out, y'all. That's DENNARD, gospel artist, model, actor. All right. Appreciate having the brother on the show. All right, you're going to finish him up. You're going to finish up the interview, Paula G.
Yes. I've got two questions to finish up with. Well, first one, not really a question, is DENNARD, I want you to speak to the young people. Speak to them and share with them what's on your heart and something to encourage them.
To my young people, I would say this: I grew up being bullied all the time. And I know how hard and how difficult it is to do that, to go through that. It does do a lot of damage, you know, when you go through something like that. My thing is, you're special. I don't care what nobody else tells you. You're special and you have a gift. Don't let anyone tell you different, not even your own parents. You have a gift. You are special. You did not come here on this earth to be nothing or to not be successful in whatever it is. So I have what is called a don't quit attitude. And I'm praying that my testimony and my energy will give you the inspiration to never quit. I don't care how many times you fall, how many times you fail, or if you get depressed or something doesn't go your way, you cannot give up. That is why I'm where I'm at, is because I didn't give up. And God never, ever gives up on you. That's the thing. That's the key thing. I don't care how bad it is. He never gives up. He never gives up on you. So you cannot quit. I always say failure. Failure is a big thing. Fail big, and get right back up.
Wow, I like that. Fail and fail big, and get right back up. Get right back. Is there anything that you have not shared or anything that we have not discussed that you want to make sure that we speak to the audience?
Anything that I've not shared? Well, I mean, I'm super silly. I'll say this is good.
We're gonna get
people ask why am I so silly, and I go, well, when you're hearing impaired and you have vertigo, it's very depressing. So I mentally decided to change my thought process to do silly things, and the silly things that I do, it's not for you guys, it's for me. By me seeing people laugh either with or at me helps me delete my depression. I can't show depression or weakness to these young kids who are looking at me as some type of superhero. Even though all superheroes have a weakness, I try not to showcase it. So the silly stuff that I do, it's really for me to fight and to defeat the depression. Because, you know, it's very difficult to keep up with all these amazing, anointed other gospel artists, period, and actors. You know, it's very difficult for me to try to hang in there with them because I have to work 10 times as hard.
Right.
So, yeah. So I am silly on purpose, just for me, and I hope that you guys laugh with me and at me, because that just fuels a fire for me to keep doing what I'm doing.
Silliness with a purpose.
Yes. Oh, and by the way, I'll say this: anybody who got a wig, your wig gonna get got. I jack wigs and I do a video about it. That's just me. I don't care. I don't care how old, what color it is, what style. I will jack a wig.
How long it is.
Right. I'm walking in my premises. I don't care. I do not care. I do not care what people think. I do not.
What if it's a Jerry curl wig? What you gonna do with a Jerry curl wig? Slide right off. It's gonna slide right off. You flip your head real hard. It's gonna slide right off.
Right, exactly.
But you know what? I love what you said a minute ago, and it goes back to that conversation in between your ears, where you decided your mindset. You decided that I'm going to be silly to combat, that other internal voice that is causing me to be depressed. And I think a lot of times we have to remember that a lot of times we have those two voices in our head, the one that's saying that the positive one and the negative one. And what you spoke to, and I hope everyone heard that, is you made that internal decision that that positive voice is going to prevail. That positive voice is telling that negative voice, that voice of depression, to shut up, basically. And I'm going to overpower it with humor. And I hope somebody got that. I hope the audience got that. That you got to make that internal choice, have that conversation, internally, that this is what I'm going to do, and you've made that decision, and look what that decision has done for you.
And that's me. That's me all day. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to get people to do the same.
Yeah.
Do the same.
Yeah. Yes. Well, I have enjoyed this conversation so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for hanging with us.
I'm going to freaking blast on here.
This was fun, and just thank you for being transparent. Thank you for being honest. Thank you for just yielding and allowing God to use you in a mighty way. And I just pray, as I always pray, that God will incline his ear to your prayers and meet you at your point of need. We love you. We thank you, and we just wish God's continued blessings over you, above you, under you, through you, and in you.
Amen.
Thank you so much. I hope, my music, our story, our conversation, it touched somebody's soul. Just one. All I need is one. All I need is one. So, guys, find me. My website is really easy. I want y'all to find me on all my social medias. It is really simple. It's www.DENNARD.com. And all my social media links on there, the music video for Bible Next to Mine, which is an amazing video. So if you haven't seen it, see the content of it. It tells a story about properly courting, trying to find the love of your life. Miracle music videos there. So all my links on there. I want you guys to find me. I make it really easy. Just go to my website. That is my hub. All my social medias are the same. DENNARD. That's it. I don't do no hashtag and all that underscore stuff. I want you guys.
I want you to find me.
That's right.
I want you guys to find me. I'm going to make it easy.
Keep it simple.
Right. Keep it simple.
Yeah, that's what
Keep it simple. Yeah.
Amen.
So y'all make sure you visit his website. Check out that red jacket. He is wearing that jacket with that bow tie.
Yeah, I put your website.
Shout out to my stylist.
Yeah.
One time.
Now I put Demo's website link is on our webpage. So anybody out there listening to us on Spreaker Radio, you come on over to the page and
traditional with the trendy. I like that. Mixing the traditional with the trendy. I like that. I like that.
That's right.
Oh yes. You gotta do it, girl. You gotta do it.
All right.
Keep them all engaged.
Awesome. All right. So, Demo, we really appreciate having you here, man, on late night, hanging out with us, me and Paula G on the Quiet Storm, man. Excellent interview. I know it's touched some people, and I mean, especially me, because we're all dealing with stuff, disabilities, and challenges, and mental health.
I had a blast on your show. I just had a super blast on hers.
That's right.
Y'all amazing. Y'all need to keep this up. Y'all can't quit.
We on here a lot.
Not at all.
Yeah, we on here a lot. There's a lot of us, man. It's a big family, man. So, stop in sometime and, Facebook and say hi to everybody. Yeah, just come on out. Hang out with us sometime, man. People do it all the time. Matter of fact, most of our audience are artists like yourself. That's majority of our friends are artists. So, come hang out, man. That's how you find out about the award shows that's going on, some of the events that's going to be happening. One of the things that we're doing here in Baltimore, man, and you and I can chat about it later in inbox, we're going to be doing a lot of stuff this summer where we're going to be getting out, trying to work with some of the restaurants on Sundays, playing live gospel music, inviting artists to perform. And at the same time, they come in my studio and we can, do some television stuff, some interviews. So we make it worth your while when you come to Charm City. Plus, we got the best food. So it's worth it. Right?
You know it.
That's right. Don't let the tolls fool you. The tolls scare you away. Paula tell you. Could Paula be here soon? Her and Kimmy. We're going to be in studio, televising stuff. Dr. Kelly going to be here soon. We're going to be shooting a couple shows with him. We're looking at some big showcases with You First Management. It's a lot of stuff going Positive Power, man. And then we're going to be networking with other record executives. Other big television executives are looking at you guys. So it's like, this is real stuff, man. Real stuff. All right. Then Mo, and if you come to town, man, you gotta be in my movie, man. Next Man Up. That's right.
Hey, man, you ain't saying nothing but a word.
That's right, man. You come to town. That's right. You let me know.
Done.
Yeah, you let me know when you come to town. The weather gonna be nice.
Probably, Let's get it, brother. Let's get it.
Into March, we start clearing up. We start warming up a lot. All right. Appreciate.
Well, I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for having me. I really appreciate y'all.
Amen.
Thank you, love.
All right, I'll see y'all tomorrow.
All right, talk to you tomorrow. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Paula G. Good show.
Yes, that was fun. That was fun.
All
Just
right.
Amazing young man. Loved it. Loved it.
He is amazing, man. All right, we did good. We right on our mark at 1:00. You did great, and we just hope everybody tune in tomorrow, support these brothers. Trying to do their ministry. I mean, it's just remarkable. What's happening? Where God is moving all of these networks, these podcasts, television, you name it. I'm just so excited to see where Mr. Archie's going to be going with BGN TV. He's really they've been pushing a lot of promos out there, and that's why Dr. Kelly really excited about what we're doing with our television production. With you and Kimmy coming here, because there's going to be some other venues looking for content that we're just not limited to YouTube and Facebook and Twitter.
Exactly.
People,
and we need to expand. We need to expand.
That's right. You can pull up your device and you can mirror. I mean, it's nothing with YouTube, because I'm telling people, like first, we're going to be putting a lot of our stuff on YouTube. So if you want to watch us, you can mirror right to your television and enjoy it just like you're watching cable. A lot of people giving up on cable, and they relying exclusively on networks like ours. Good content, live performances.
What is that? HDMI cord on your computer and hook it up to your flat screen, and there you go.
You can go wireless. Your phone, you can mirror if you have a smartphone. A stick on your TV. That's how you convert it to a smart.
Do that too.
Go that way. Yeah, man. I got them little Chrome sticks everywhere. All right, Paula G, any final thoughts for tonight's show?
I just want to reiterate what our guest said this evening, that, none of us, as long as we're living and breathing, we can get up every morning. None of us have an excuse for not using the gift God has given us, because if he's placed a gift or gifts, as he has in demo, if he's placed a gift or gifts inside of us, yet we have something that a disability or some sort of obstacle that we feel is preventing us from using those gifts, if he placed a gift inside of us, it is up to us to step out on faith and trust and believe that he's going to make a way. In spite of that obstacle, in spite of that disability, he's going to make a way for us to use that gift. DENNARD is a perfect example of that. So I just want everyone to be encouraged to dig down deep inside and, like he said, find out what your gift is. Find out what it is. And even if you don't know what it is, be prayerful about what it is. Ask God to show you what it is and then begin to walk in it. Then God will begin to open those doors for you. So I just want everyone to be encouraged, and I'm not going to say I hope you were encouraged by his testimony this evening. I know you were encouraged by his testimony this evening. I know each and every one of you were encouraged by his testimony. And do yourself a favor. Show our guest how much you appreciate his testimony this evening by getting up tomorrow morning and doing something to walk in your own gift, in your own journey. And thank you, my brother Jerry.
Amen.
For just this opportunity. I always, every now and then, I just have to stop and give God thanks and praise myself for opportunities and the doors and things that are beginning to open for myself. So I appreciate you. I always appreciate you, and I appreciate the opportunity to be on Positive Power 21 and all the ways that you allow me to use the gifts that God has placed inside of me to do this thing that I love called radio.
That's right. I've been really impressed with you lately, Paul. You remind me of Oprah friend. What's her girlfriend name? She come on that big morning show.
Oh, Gail.
Gail, yeah. You was like Gail on here. I was impressed. You working this television thing, yeah. Journalism reporting.
Praise God.
Yeah.
Praise God.
The more you do stuff like this, that's right. The more you do these type of interviews, and because what's going to happen, we're going to start getting. I can feel it. We're going to start getting some people from mainstream that's going to be interested in this platform. And I'm going to tell you, Gerald Irvin was on. I was on his show today, in Detroit show, and one of the things that he said. And I haven't heard no one ever mention that before. He said, "Man, you have a very impressive group of people working with you." Yeah.
Wow.
I said, "Yeah." From all over. And he's right.
Yeah, but that speaks to you. I know we joke a lot. I know Tina and I get on you a lot, but that speaks to you. I was at a symposium today. We covered a Survival Radio Network. We covered a symposium. Our Dr. Tanya Lowe, she calls it the Riot Starter Symposium. And she was talking about teamwork, but she was talking about leadership and talking about really the leader in whatever it is, an organization or whatever it is. The leader really is the one that determines the direction that the organization goes in.
Yeah, that's true.
So all of the things that are happening, all the doors that are opening for Positive Power is a direct reflection, and all the people that are involved is a direct reflection of the leadership, and that's you. So, we got to just...
Because we definitely had our growing pains in the beginning. But I'm going to tell you...
oh, yeah, we did.
One of the things that, God is... sometimes you just don't really know what's going on. You're just like, what the heck? I don't understand. You confused. It's like he give you something, take it away. Give you something, take it away. And I was in management with the federal government before and local government, and it's like they were never permanent positions. But I always had done well. They were like really impressed. They saw how everybody was happy, and things were getting done like extremely well. And they would ask me how I did it. And I always say the same thing. I treat people the way I want to be treated.
Exactly. And that's biblical right there. Yeah, it's biblical.
So I do you guys the same way. It's like, I don't ask nobody to put me on a pedestal, but how much love letters I get from you guys, like through the course of the day. It's like really makes me feel good when you're I'm not saying that, we really all peers, even though, I am the founder and CEO of the company. But it's just great when somebody can look at the leader and say, I love you. that's like really impressive. I mean, I get it all the time. So it's like, I thank you guys for accepting my leadership style, because I like to have fun. I tell Dr. Paul Kelly all the time, I said, Doctor, you having fun? I just want to know you having fun. That's all I want to know, man. He love it, man. He said he's having fun. He's been in television before, and sometimes it could be stressful. You can't give off a good product or service if you're stressed out. It's just not going to work.
That's true. That is very true.
Yeah.
Yeah. If your core is not right.
And we got some big plans for this. I mean, you guys haven't seen nothing yet. I mean, people hit me up saying, "Oh, I'm so impressed with your station. This ain't nothing, y'all. You haven't seen nothing yet, man. I'm telling y'all. I've been getting visions.
Doors are open.
Yes. I mean, and you guys have the talent to take this thing where I know it can go. Y'all all have the talent, and nobody's going to get left behind, left out.
Right.
It's like, it's so much work. I love television. That's one of the things that I express. That's why I got to redo my piece. Yeah. Because I got off in television. I was just starting to fall in love with multimedia. But, it's the biggest thing that President Obama was talking about when he wanted to have open government. And that was like being transparent. That was one of the things that was being talked about by his leadership when he was in office. All his appointees, they wanted to be transparent to the American people. And because when it's that way, now there's going to be some people who are going to, no matter what you do, is not going to be right to them. But look at what you got now. It's ridiculous. But,
ridiculous.
It's just when people start looking past color and look at servant leaders working for God, because God sees no colors. If you colorblind, you're going to be okay. But if you see color, you're going to have some problems. And the problem is getting through the pearly gates. That's going to keep you from getting there. Your prejudices. Yeah.
Well, it's like that revelation, and I know we gotta go, but it's like that revelation that Malcolm X had when he made the Hajj, when he went to Mecca, and he saw, his Muslim brothers and sisters from all walks of life. It speaks to what you said about, getting past, when we can get past this skin color thing, we can get past the even the religion, and we can go off on a whole nother conversation. But
men and women,
it just when you think about it and just think of where we could be as a people on the planet if we didn't have these prejudices on one level or another, where we could be as a people on this planet.
Well, until the big L word is spread it and people are comfortable about saying. And that's one of the things I had to get used to. And I remember talking to Michelle Evans. Michelle said she had a hard time telling people that she loved them. That wasn't her immediate family. And now it's like after a while she started opening up. And I said, I know what you're saying, because I mean, I have some really close friends at work. If they come see, they take time to come see me, because my office is tucked away. It's not like they can just pass by on their way to the restaurant. If you take time out to come see me, I want to say that to you. Around. Yeah, I'm gonna tell them, say, bro, I love you, man. Thanks for coming to see me. Appreciate it. And I got one brother. He always come by, check and see how I'm doing. So, I know, people get concerned when they don't see you, and they appreciate you, they respect you. They want to know, what's going on? Are you okay? I'm just coming to check on you. Oh, come on, Sam, I'm good, Right. But look, we're going to get out of here so I can be fresh for tomorrow, because, we could talk to 3. So. I know, right? We appreciate everybody. We both got a full day tomorrow. That's right, full day tomorrow. But look, everybody, we appreciate you guys tuning in. Of course, if you listen to the replay, which all these shows are enjoyable, if you ask me. I listen to them all the time. Check us out. Share the files. It can save somebody, give somebody salvation. That's what it's all about. Getting them to the cross. All right, Paula G, we out of here.
You are listening to Jerry's Live Worldwide Podcast.
Paula G, did you feel the power? Did you feel it?
I can feel the power.
She felt the power. All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to Positive Power, XXI Christian Media. You Catch me and Paula G every Friday beginning at 11:30 on television. That's right, you can mirror us right to your widescreen. You have to look at us on your phone. Send us to the widescreen. We look good in Ultra 4K. Right, Paula G. All right, everybody, we out of here. Peace out. We love you.
Can you feel the power? Can you feel the power? Feel the power of Double XI.
Positive Power 21.org Internet Radio.
You are listening to Jerry Royce Live Worldwide Podcast.
Some days I feel defeated. I feel like giving up on my dream. Yeah. I'm on a fast train on the road to hell. And nothing going right. Nothing going right, it seems. Nothing going right, it seems. My day-to-day struggle, it makes me feel like I lost the way. And that weight, it feels so heavy. Better carry from day to day. From day to day. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. Gonna have a good night in heaven. Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait. It's gonna be alright. 'Cause I'm gonna have a long night in heaven.
Lord, help me find my way. Yeah. 'Cause I feel like I'm losing this battle. More and more each day, while everyone around me seems to prosper more and more. And every time I turn around, life closes another door. But it's gonna be alright, 'cause I'm gonna have a long night in heaven. But it's gonna be alright, 'cause I'm gonna have a long night in heaven.
Been a long, hard fight. I can't give up now. I've come too far. Can't give up now. It's been a long, hard fight. I can't give up now. I've come too far. I can't give up now. It's been a long, hard fight. I've come too far. It's been a long night. Time coming, I can't give up now. Alright, in heaven.
listening to Jerry Royce Live Worldwide Podcast.